Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by Lianhe Zhaobao, a powerful 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck near Montalban in Venezuela on Wednesday, causing strong tremors in the capital, Caracas, and neighboring Colombia. The U.S. Geological Survey stated that the quake occurred at a depth of 13.2 kilometers. The seismic event triggered widespread panic in Caracas, leading to building evacuations and reports of minor structural damage, such as cracks in buildings. In neighboring Colombia, residents in the capital, Bogotá, also felt the tremors and evacuated buildings as alarms sounded. Following the quake, the U.S. Tsunami Warning System issued an alert warning of potential tsunami waves along coasts within 300 kilometers of the epicenter. Meanwhile, the Japan Meteorological Agency reported that a 6.9 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Iwate Prefecture on Thursday. While strong shaking was felt across various parts of northeastern Japan, authorities confirmed there is no immediate tsunami risk from the Japanese quake. According to a report by Liberty Times, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang has urged the swift restoration of normal transit through the Strait of Hormuz to help stabilize global industrial and supply chains. Wang made these remarks during a telephone conversation with Pakistani Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar, following briefings on the latest negotiations between Iran and the United States. While acknowledging that the U.S.-Iran Memorandum of Understanding is a positive step, Wang noted that the road to peace remains long and complex. He outlined three key priorities for the next phase: consolidating the comprehensive ceasefire to prevent renewed conflict, restoring normal transit in the Strait of Hormuz while respecting coastal sovereignty and international conventions, and encouraging Middle Eastern nations to establish a new regional security architecture free from major power rivalries. Additionally, Wang emphasized that the core issue in the Middle East remains the Palestinian conflict, reiterating China's call for the implementation of a two-state solution to achieve lasting regional peace. According to a report by Liberty Times, Guais Brez Buipis and Libialong Yis and a K bit that Buzabrate the Fried. Ada Pates to ride, necking ligai dil Bijan, but we don't win thing furt. Because Bishur Sart. Bided boozes nos were torn, Buxidio Vertaji, Lizadu and Store used to booze mokitability. The confrontation highlights the growing political liability of the conflict for Trump ahead of the November midterm elections, which will determine control of Congress. Just a day prior, the Senate passed a symbolic resolution calling for an end to the war, with Cassidy and 3 other Republicans breaking ranks to vote with Democrats. Public support for the war has plummeted. A Reuters Ipsos poll reveals only a quarter of Americans justify the costs, dragging Trump's approval ratings to their lowest point since his return to the White House. Despite this internal backlash, the Trump administration requested an additional $70 billion in supplementary funding from Congress shortly after the meeting to cover war expenses, further straining the defense budget. According to Global News, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte met with U.S. President Donald Trump at the White House on Wednesday, attempting to soothe Trump's escalating frustrations with the alliance. The meeting followed comments from U.S. officials questioning NATO membership and considering reductions in contributions, largely because European allies did not assist in initial military strikes against Iran. Rutte utilized visual aids, presenting a series of charts to argue that allies are meeting their defense commitments. He highlighted a collective $250 billion increase in spending since 2025, which he dubbed the Trump Trillion, since Trump took office in 2017, and noted that much of this capital has purchased American equipment, supporting over 112,000 U.S. jobs. While Trump praised Rutte's leadership, he continued to criticize major European nations like Spain, Germany, and France for not doing enough. Canada was not singled out for criticism, having reached the 2% GDP spending target this year, though U.S. defense officials have urged more credible plans to meet a newer 5% benchmark. According to a report by TiSounds, U.S. memory chip giant Micron Technology released its latest financial results, delivering a forecast that far exceeded Wall Street's expectations. The strong performance indicates that the artificial intelligence infrastructure boom remains highly robust, which immediately boosted technology stocks and NASDAQ futures. For its fiscal fourth quarter ending in August, Micron projects revenue to reach approximately $50 billion, surpassing analyst estimates of $43.2 billion by 16%. Adjusted earnings per share are expected to be around $31, well above the forecasted $25 and a quite. Additionally, its adjusted gross margin for the third quarter more than doubled year-over-year because BOEG 90. Micron CEO Sanjay Mehrotra stated during the earnings call that supply is currently unable to catch up with the insatiable demand. He projected that this severe supply-demand imbalance will persist past 2027, with memory chip supply only beginning to gradually improve in 2028. To secure supply, customers have signed 16 strategic agreements committing $22 billion. This is expected to sustain price increases for Micron's products and mitigate future market volatility. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.